it looks like we're streaming. I just need to wait for people to join, and I should be able to post the link here in chat as well. We can pin this message. And then now we can just hang out and drink. I'm actually going to pour up one of my more expensive bottles. Hey, Tater and Kimberly joined. Tater, Dom, Chris Jenkins, and Kimberly joined really, really fast. Thank you guys. Cheers. What is this, Victor? This is me attempting to do a live stream. I need my buddy Zach to stop fooling around and put his face on camera.
Yeah, I'm on camera. What are you talking about?
This man looks like a Sasquatch, but that's not him, I promise. Cheers, guys. Cheers. I'm gonna bust open some Stag. I'm gonna give it a shot on the live stream. It's my day off. I have 4 10-hour days, and then I'm off for 3 days. So I was very busy this morning, and I ended up having to take like a 2.5 3-hour nap just to get all these videos done. I made 6 videos, uploaded 1 a day. We got an upload schedule now. Hopefully you can keep on track. Probably push 1 video a day. I'll try to get some more tomorrow and Wednesday. I might put some in between, so maybe we'll have some shorts, and hopefully we can have something going. How have I been rather enjoying your content? Thank you, Chris Jenkins. Like, man, this will be a rough ride. I blame Adam for this, man. Major Zero, he's like, hey, you have a lot of bottles, like a lot more bottles than I have. You should really do a live stream and make a YouTube channel. And I was like, man, I'll do it. It didn't take a whole lot of convincing, but I had some questions. So we use CapCut for my video editing, and then I got OBS. I used to do some streaming back in the day for gaming content. We want shorts and shirts. Do you like my little parrot? This is actually a gift from my aunt and uncle. It was from my son, but it's a little magnetic parrot, so he's a little stuffed animal that sticks to my shoulder. Figured it'd be funny for the live stream.
Stick to the top of your hat.
If anyone wants to join that live stream too, like I put it in chat, so hopefully I can figure out how to add people to it as we go. Showing just 2 participants right now, so if anyone else wants to join, feel free to use that link, and I'll bring you guys in.
No racism.
Yeah, no racism. We're trying to keep this channel appropriate. Oh, you can hear Chewy. Good. That was the crazy part. So when I was setting up the audio, I was like, Zach, I need you to talk because the audio is coming through on OBS, but I don't know if people will be able to hear you. So it's good to hear. Does the audio sound good? Everybody hear me, or am I just talking at myself?
Technically, you're talking at yourself.
I'm talking to the crowd, Zach. Come on now. We need your camera to flip around, buddy. Show everybody what you're drinking.
You're talking to a wall, technically.
This man's a funny man. Perfect for both. Thank you, Kimberly. Just making sure you guys can hear me. Victor, you want to join? Anybody want to join? Audio and video go both good. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do for this live stream. This is more of like a test run, kind of like how Bad Axe Bourbon did it, where he's just like, hey, I'm gonna go live and play with all these new settings and see what works and what doesn't. I know. I told him Zach needs to show himself. Victor wants to see you, Zach. Come on.
Nah.
For the man, Victor.
I'm right there. What are you talking about?
That's not you. Come on now. This man's gonna get booted from the call because he won't turn his camera around.
What are you talking about?
So Victor is really actually not that far away from me. So one of these days we're gonna see if we can get Victor out here and get him on the live stream, so he's not gonna be like this guy where he doesn't want to show his face.
You got a problem?
Yeah, these guys want to know what you're drinking on. You got to at least tell them or put it in the chat.
1792.
1792 small batch. Actually did a review today of 1792 bottled in bond. You guys will have to watch the video, but I did not like the bottled in bond. It was a store pick too. I was really disappointed. I bought one a while back from Total Wine and I traded it. So I was like, man, I got to get another one of these because it's supposed to be good. And then I drank it and I was like, man, this is not good. Like I would much rather have the small batch over the bottled in bond. What are you guys drinking? You guys want to put that in the chat, or like I said, if you guys want to join the call, I got the Zoom link posted in the comments. It's pinned, so anyone can join. Kimberly wants to see you too, Zach.
Of course they want to see me.
Yeah. They want to see it, especially after I told them you look like Sasquatch. Like, they want to see. Bigfoot, Bigfoot, Bigfoot.
Oh, look like Bigfoot. Give me a second.
1792 full proof from Total Wine, and it was nasty. Got one from a local store, and it was amazing. So maybe I do need to just hunt for a bottled in bond that's not a store pick. I might have to do that. Russell's 10-year. I have a Russell's 10-year as well. I think I picked mine up for relatively cheap too. It's pretty fantastic. I was really excited to get Russell's. Wild Turkey products though, like I know everybody like craps on Wild Turkey 101, but I feel like that one's like one of those perfect middle grounds where it's an affordable bottle that you can do whatever you want with it. Like if you want to make cocktails with it, no one's going to be crying and hurt that you're using Wild Turkey 101. You want to drink it neat like a maniac, no one's going to complain. But Russell's 10, like I feel like that's that next tier up from 101, where if you started making cocktails with it, like you might get a little bit of judgmental compliments and comments at the same time. It kind of depends on who you're talking to. I figure if the bottle is less than $80, like you can mix with it with not a lot of kickback. When I say $80, like I'm talking secondary market, because like this is under $80, and there's no way you're gonna see me mixing with Stag. I'm not that crazy. Troy's the only one that doesn't like 101. Yeah, Turkey's your go-to. Yeah, it's too cheap. It's everywhere. It's on the shelves. Everywhere I go, I see it. You can buy the big 1.75 liters here in Texas. It's everywhere. I love it. I use it for my cocktails. I'm actually almost out of 101, so I might have to buy another bottle next time I go to the store. When I say next time, your boy's going to Total Wine tomorrow morning. We will be hunting. I have a package going out. I don't know. We don't have very many people in chat, so I don't think Major Zero, he might be busy. He might not be in. But I'm sending a package out to Adam. So I'll be having to go to the store in the morning, and then I plan to go to Total Wine. Total Wine, Tuesdays and Fridays here is when they have their allocated drops. I'm expecting that they bring out that cellar-aged Maker's Mark, so I'm hoping I can pick that up for a review, because I'm at the point now, man, where if I'm buying a bottle, I'm not really looking to trade it. The only thing I'm looking for right now is a Weller 12. 101 rye for old fashions. There he is. He's not quite in focus, but he's halfway there. What's in the package? So the package, I actually have it sitting right over here. Let me grab it real quick. For the feds, I have olive oil in here, or essential oils, as you might say. It's a Macallan, but it's one of their little sherry cask ones, but it's their little minis. It's a 50 milliliter bottle. I don't know if you guys have seen Adam, his little shelf in the background, how he has the little shooters. Those little shooters that he has, like his little Willet pot still, it's to go along with that, but it's a Scotch for him. My Total Wine has a ton of those little miniature bottles, but they're all towards the front of the store. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to get those like shown on video, because there's so many of them, and it's right by the registers. I'm not trying to harass the employees or put them in video. Oh, he's got the Sasquatch shirt out. Yeah, love your shirt from Kimberly. Yeah, his shirt is pretty cool. He had to go to get that shirt before he turned his camera around. There's Major Zero. Heard someone say my name. Yes, sir, I did. I was talking about your package of essential oils or olive oil that I'll be sending out tomorrow morning. People are asking what it is, so we'll have to do a video, hopefully, of those miniature bottles. In fact, there's 4 or 5 like center displays that have all 4 sides with like little shooters. They've got vodka, tequila, whiskey, rum, all of it, scotch. They have it all. And then they have another section where it's the smaller bottles, but it's not the 50 milliliter and the little 100 milliliter ones, the shooters. It's the 375 milliliter bottles and less. And they have a pretty wide variety. So it's pretty cool to go to Total Wine. I don't know if you guys have one near you, but that's where I like to go because they just have such a huge, wide variety. And then their rewards program's kind of garbage. Like, if you want highly allocated bottles, you want that Blanton's, like, you're not going to buy Blanton's in Total Wine. It's saved for their Grand Reserve members, and they do a raffle. And the raffle, you select the bottle you want as like your number 1, and you go your number 2, 3, 4, 5 pick. Whenever your name comes up, whatever's left on your tier list, they'll offer you that bottle, and then you have time to go pick it up and at your local store. But they charge MSRP, so hopefully this year, I hit Grand Reserve. I have like 40,000 points, so every point past 25,000 is one entry into the drawing. So hopefully I can get like, a George T. Stagg or some crazy thing from BTAC. Because if I get something like that, like, man, some of you guys, you're going to have some hand-delivered samples because I can't drink all that on my own. And I wouldn't have been even trying to do this channel without Adam. So Adam's definitely going to have to get something from me. Adam, did you want to come in on this call? I have the Zoom link pinned. It's just me and my buddy Zach. He's one of the guys I play video games with on a regular. I don't know what all you're doing right now, Mr. Major Zero. If you're doing dinner with family or if you plan to come and hang out or what. This is just kind of like a spontaneous little last-minute live stream thing I figured I would try out. Everyone says the audio is doing good, so that's good to hear. Oh, he's cooking. What are we cooking then? And if you are cooking, are you cooking with alcohol? Because some of us like to cook with wine and bourbon. Maybe in a bit. Yeah, I'd love to have you on here, Adam. You're the reason why I even started this channel, man. You told me like I should do it, so I had to bust out the bottles. We did 6 videos today. We got them on a schedule.
Cooking stream, let's go.
Got that feet pic if you guys want to screenshot that of my man over there. He's trying to hide his foot now. He's embarrassed. Pizza.
Why you gotta point my feet out, buddy?
I had pizza for lunch. Pizza's pretty good. I had a stag. Yeah. That's funny you say that you had a stag. I was joking about it, but that's what I poured up to start out the live stream. We're testing everything out. Looks like the stream's working well. Have to play around with it. My buddy Brandon, he's going to actually be making the music for... I'm going to have an intro and an outro that I want to try to make, and some music throughout the video, especially if we're doing like a bourbon hunt. I don't want to get copyright stricken, so we're going to have someone make the music. So if you guys have any suggestions on different styles of music, I'd love to hear it, because we're going to try to have him come over probably tomorrow, or I might go over to his house tomorrow evening, and he's going to be making some beats for us, and we're going to try them out and see how they sound with the videos.
Just got to do some hardcore dubstep, though.
Yeah. Anything to catch the eye. I was actually talking to the Bourbon Hunter. I don't know if you guys have tuned in with the Bourbon Hunter yet. He's another younger YouTube creator. He started his channel back in, I believe, April 26th, and he already has 2.9K subs, almost 3,000 subscribers. Soft rock victory. Yeah, I'll have to do some rock. Almost 3,000 subscribers since April 26th. So I messaged him to kind of get some more guidance and information on like what he suggests. So like some of my videos now, I don't know if the one I just posted had it. I finally learned that if you post a YouTube video, that little like 20-30 seconds of your video, you can have it suggest like 2 or 3 of your videos that you want people to click on, and even have a little link to your profile to where they can click that to subscribe. So now maybe we can get some more views and subscribers just because we learned how to, use YouTube the correct way. Maybe I should have watched some more tutorials on how to do video editing and making YouTube videos. My passions kind of changed quite a bit. I used to be really big on playing video games. I was also kind of like a workaholic. Like I would do a whole lot of overtime. And oh well, he is prettier than you. Yeah. Yes, please. Thank you, Victor. Hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. Bourbon Hunter is a great dude, man. I messaged him and he almost immediately responded and said, "Yeah, man, like I'm free. What's up?" And then when we got talking, he's like, "Yeah, I'm available anytime. Anytime you have a question, please ask me." And in fact, the video he saw, like he started giving me feedback. He just started commenting on my videos. The guy is like really down to earth. Hunter, that's his name. He's a really cool dude, man. That guy's. I'm in his Discord too, so it's cool to see people in that. But we used to play a lot of video games. In fact, that's why I brought Zach on too. He started kind of drinking some different whiskeys and stuff ever since he got a job. He had some extra spending money, so he can buy some bottles. So he's been asking me recommendations. I actually have a lot of people, including him. He sent me a picture the other day of his liquor store, and he told me, "Oh, I'm at Costco," and he sent me a picture. He sent me a picture of this Japanese whiskey, and he's like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And then I saw like the one that he had in frame that he was talking about was like, okay, I've never heard of it, but there was a box right beside it, like a whole case of Hibiki, and I was like, bro, Hibiki is what I've been looking for. I can't find Hibiki in Texas. We got to get this bottle. Where's this bottle at? How much is it? I want it. So I'm looking for Hibiki. I did a video, a lot more goes into it than I thought. Yeah. So when Adam was like, hey, you should start a YouTube channel, I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, I already do a lot of stuff. Like, I can just record myself and just post whatever. And I'm thinking like, yeah, that's going to work real well, right? No, like, there's much more to it. My reviews I just posted or are scheduled to be posted. I'm going to try to have one be posted every day. There's very minimal editing as far as a review goes, but there's still stuff you have to do to those reviews to get them to be the quality that I would like. And I'm not going for anything super high quality because that's a lot of time and investment that I'm not willing to make just yet till we see how we get going. But as far as those shorts, man, you have to have something that catches someone's attention every 2 seconds, because you got people watching these videos that have the attention span that's less than a squirrel. So if you don't have something flashing on the screen, people are clicking off the video and going next, and you're like, whoa, why am I not getting any views, or why is my retention like less than 50%? It's awful. So YouTube is going to be brutal, but I'm willing to put in some time and effort. I'll be back in a bit. Yeah, Major Zero, go eat that pizza, man. Enjoy. I'm trying to learn though. Like there's a lot to it. I took some classes when I was in high school, actually, and the classes I took in high school, I learned so much. And then now that it's been, this years ago, now that it's been some time past, I'm like, I don't remember anything. I got to relearn all of this. I don't even know what I'm doing. So it's all new to me. There he goes. He's finally sipping on that drink. He's got a couple rocks in that glass of 1792.
Good job.
Cheers, Zach. Cheers, buddies. Yeah. Oh. So it's a holiday today. Did any of you guys have to work today? I'm lucky that my schedule, I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays of right now, so that's why I was off. Otherwise, I'd be working. You guys all off for the holiday, I'm assuming, or some of you guys have to go in and work today? I might need to play with OBS 2 and set the delay to be less, because I think there is a pretty big delay.
Probably.
Victor wants to know what you're tasting when you drink the 1792. What kind of notes do you get? Luckily got off. Yeah, Chris Jenkins off on a holiday. Gotta love it. 3-day weekends. He wants to know the flavor that you get off of it. So most bourbons have like a pretty similar profile, but I want to hear what you have to say on what you taste. You tried to work Victor if they would let you. You can smell it too. You can tell them what you smell too. It's part of it. So when you have bourbon, I don't know if you've seen some of the reviews. You got that smell. He doesn't do any of these, Victor. So this will be fun to hear what he has to say, what he smells, what he tastes, and if there's a finish, like an after flavor for him.
Well, I've been drinking it for a while now, so the taste is kind of going down for me. But definitely got vanilla. The aftertaste is like on the back of my tongue, I'd say. It's just straight burning alcohol, but I like it.
Some of that burning alcohol is actually like the charred from the barrel that it was aged in. That gives it that bite too. Start training tomorrow at 6 a.m. What are you training for, Kimberly? If you don't mind me asking, I mean, some of our jobs are pretty specialized, a little personal. We can't really discuss too many details, so I understand if you can't talk about what you're training for. Man, the stag is really freaking good. And I put it over a big ice cube, and the dilution from it, honestly, like watered down stag to lower the proof, is actually really, really good. Oh, it's...
You know what I need to start drinking
It's
again?
Kimmy, a.k.a. Yuna. Kimberly, okay, that makes way more sense. Like, I was like, who is this Kimberly in my chat? It's Kimmy. Kimmy supporting RJ. I didn't know
She
Kimmy
yelled
was in
at me to
chat.
turn my camera around.
Oh, she yelled at you. Okay, good. Somebody at least put you in your place and said, hey, turn your camera around. Hey, Kimmy. That's right. You were telling me what you're doing, so yeah, you're going to be working. I'm excited to see that. Nothing very special. Yeah, that's a job, though. I mean, a job's a job. So not everybody carries a job right now. Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of people that have been struggling to find new jobs, and the people that have jobs, they don't keep them very long anymore.
Because no one wants to work.
You drinking on anything right now, Victor? You said Hibiki's all over your area. I would love to have some Hibiki, but no Hibiki here in Texas. You always have something special to say that you're drinking on, though. It is a tough one.
Ah, damn, I got an arrow through my face.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to play with this delay from the OBS recording to broadcasting to YouTube. There's probably like a 5 to 10 second delay, so sorry if my verbiage just cuts off and cuts in when I start responding to chat. We'll have to play with that some more. The delay was to assist more when I was playing video games. When we were doing the delay, it was more for to keep a higher frame rate. If you have a very short delay, it's very high demand on your memory and on your processor. The shorter delay, it's pretty rough. Have to go to bed, wake up at 0300. Yeah. I don't have to work tomorrow, brother, so I don't have to worry about waking up at 0300. But 3 o'clock in the morning is not a fun time to wake up. But that would be roughly the time I'd have to wake up if I had to go to work. If I was working the AM schedules, our AM schedules, like they have 3:45 in the morning start times and 4:15 in the morning start times. They call that the AM. I call that the graveyard overnight shift, because if I have to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning to get to work on time, that is not the AM. That is the middle of the night. So I'm glad that I don't have to do that. We're getting ready to have to get new schedules for work too. I mean, being a federal employee, our contracts are about every 6 months. We have a new schedule thanks to our union. So it's kind of nice to be able to pick up and change our schedules up a little bit. So I'm hoping to get weekdays off again, because I do have a newborn son. He'll be 6 months on the 13th. And I want to make sure I have weekdays off so I can watch him, but also if I can at least have Tuesdays off or Fridays off as one of my days, that gives me the availability to do the hunting for bourbon on Tuesdays or Fridays from our Total Wine drops. Those tend to be the best drops. Running out of time. For unlimited meetings, upgrade to Zoom 1 Pro plus save up to 16% on your annual plan. So apparently we're getting like maybe we need to pay for Zoom. I don't know if I want to pay for Zoom, so we'll have to check that out and see if that's going to be an issue that we have to deal with. We do have a countdown, so we only have 9 minutes left remaining on the meeting, or we have to upgrade to Pro. So maybe we won't be using Zoom. This was a good test for Zoom, and now we found out there's a cap on how long I can run the videos for. Work Monday through Thursday, 12-hour days. Cool, Victor. Cool. Monday through Thursday, 12-hour days. Yeah, some of my days, they become 12-hour days as well. We'll probably migrate from Zoom then, and we'll try out. There's another app. I know most people use Zoom. I get that. That's what people use. But when you go to your Google accounts, if you have one, and go to Gmail, On the left side, there's a category called Spaces, and just below that, there's a thing called Meet. I'm probably going to try using Google Meet and doing a new meeting. When I first learned about using Google for Spaces and Meet, it was from Adam. Adam showed me that you can do essentially like a Discord or a Zoom call, but through Google. So maybe we'll try that out and see if there's a cap on that. I'm not willing to pay for Zoom. I think that Discord during COVID should have capitalized way more than they did and used Discord for video chats and like these interviews. Zoom being limited to the amount of time we can upload for that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Pro's the way to go. Check into StreamYard. Yeah, I could look at StreamYard too as well. Google Duo, yeah, Google Duo. We'll have to try to play around. Like I don't mind paying money. Like I'm not broke by any means, but I am cheap. If I can save money by not having to pay to stream and broadcast to YouTube, that would be great. I'm not really sure how much money we're talking about though when we come to streaming and broadcasting that I'm willing to spend though. That's the question. Because if you pay for Discord or you pay for Nitro, like you can get some crazy frame rates, some high resolution, but not everybody has Discord. I learned from like Adam. Adam doesn't have Discord, so if I wanted to do these meetings, have everybody join the call, like he's probably not going to be able to join the call unless he gets Discord. I could probably convince Adam and I could help him with getting into Discord, but we got to figure out what we want to use. I'm cheap until it comes to Bourbon. Absolutely, man. I don't want to talk about it too loud, but last month we spent a lot. Colby just joined the chat. Yeah, welcome to see Colby. Cheap until he comes to the bourbon. So glad to see Colby join the chat. So Colby is actually a friend from Discord. I trained a guy at work, and that guy was friends with Mr. Colby Culture. And Colby was actually living in California, and California is an anti-American state. We'll keep politics out of that, but you guys can take that as you must. Colby moved from California to Florida. Well, guess what state he had to drive through? Texas. So what better place to stop than this house? So Colby came over, and this man hooked me up with some weights. So one of those little videos that you saw where I asked, does drinking help you lift? Like those weights I was lifting, those are brought to you by Mr. Colby. So please, thank you to Colby for those. Colby also was able to enjoy some very expensive bottles of bourbon, because when we talk about and cheap until it comes to bourbon, we cracked on some very expensive bottles when Mr. Colby was here. We popped open our first 107. We've never had Antique Weller 107 until Colby got here, and we're like, hey, we're going to open this bad boy up and we're going to try this. So we drank some expensive whiskey. I don't really remember a lot of that night, actually. I mean, Colby, he ended up driving, and so did my buddy Andrew that was over. But Mr. Colby, man, that guy, he drove home, and I say home, he drove to the hotel, and I was like, that guy's an MVP, because I was very drunk. I had a lot of pours. Anything that was in my bar, with the exception of a couple bottles, I said, hey, I plan on opening this with this friend. Like, we opened. There was no hesitation. What's my bottle count now? So, Victor, I don't want to have to jump off the live stream for too long to go get that bottle, because we're counting down on this meeting timer to a 5-minute mark. But we definitely have a lot of bottles. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this shelf that's right above me. We have one down below is 8. I have a bottle stag right here is 9. I have 10, 11, 12 that are actually behind my desk. And then all our other bottles we move to our cabinet. When we go to our cabinet, it's even crazier. I know I have 4 bottles of Buffalo Trace. That puts us at 16. 3 Weller Special Reserves puts us at 19. 3 Eagle Rares in there. That puts us at 22. We've got 2 Bland's in there is 24. We got Weller 107 out there too is 25. Probably with the other bottles, and I have a pretty wide list. I actually have some pretty high-end bottles sitting out there, including the ones I reviewed. I would say we probably have about 45, 50 bottles of just whiskey, bourbon. And then the other half of our cabinet, I don't really talk about too much since we're trying to do a whiskey channel, we're trying to do a bourbon channel, but if we want to do cocktails, I've got vodka, I've got gin, I've got lots of rum, I've got tequila. We have plenty of other stuff. I have some stuff from other countries too. I have a gin from New Amsterdam. I have limoncello from Italy. I've got some fancy alcohols that I've been given as a gift or I've acquired over time. So I'm excited to see some of those come out too. So I'm trying to learn this whole YouTube algorithm thing. We're trying to get some more views. I understand that in order to be monetized, I need 500 subscribers. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you so much. I believe that if I do live streams, the view time on the live stream, so I currently have 6 people watching. I'm probably included as one of those because I have my stream up to make sure everything's running smoothly. I have 5 of you guys that probably count towards my time. The more time that I have... Oh, we have Adam trying to enter the chat. We'll bring Adam in real quick. Adam Major Zero is here connecting to audio. Let's see if we can get him in real quick. I see him. He'll be popping up. There he is. Yeah, so Adam, welcome to chat, brother. How was pizza? Can't hear him on the audio just yet. We'll see if that fixes itself. We do have a delay on our YouTube stream. I can't hear him just yet. Can't hear anything. Nothing yet.
How about now?
Yeah, there you are. There you are. So Adam, I'm cheap and I don't have Zoom Pro, so we're gonna have to end the stream in about 2 minutes. But I'm gonna see if we can redo the stream. We're gonna try your method. You said you use Google Spaces, so we're gonna try Google Spaces, and I'll see if we can reopen this live stream almost immediately.
That's fine. I use the Zoom, and would it limit you how long you can use it?
Yeah, because so if you look at the top of my stream where you're on the camera, it says remaining meeting time is 1 minute and 30 seconds, or I can upgrade to Pro.
Yeah.
So we might try the Google Spaces and see how that works, and then I'll reopen this. Hopefully you guys can have no problem connecting again.
Well, you and I have been on that before, so it does work. I mean, how long did the Zoom meeting last? Like 30 minutes?
Let's see how long our live stream's been running for. 32 minutes so far, so a little bit longer than that. We got 2 more minutes, about 34, 35 minutes.
Well, that's good. Well, I'll join whatever link you put in there. I'm not going to be on for long. Yeah, I was cooking pizza and.
No, you're good. This is spontaneous. We're trying it out, see if the live stream will work. So we're getting booted in less than a minute. Once we get kicked out in this less than a minute, I'm going to try to reopen it with Google and see if we can fix this pretty quick and get you guys back on.
I'd be curious if that does count towards your hours. And you don't get monetized at 500. You get the ability to take super chats from people. It's not being monetized. You have to have 1,000 subscribers to get monetized.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. My other channel's monetized, but it took a hot minute. So
it's not a big deal. It's just trying to see where we can hit those milestones. Those milestones is what we're looking for more than anything. I don't really care about the money. This is more for entertainment and fun. I'm not really playing video games anymore, so this is where I'm looking for.
Yeah, we were on that.
I don't know if this is the same one. Let's do this one. We'll pin this one. Remove this. We're trying to go as quickly as we can so we can keep this live stream up and running. There we go. Okay. Gotta open Discord real quick. Make sure we send this to this guy. Get him in here. There we go. All right, you see me. Good. Yeah, Major Zero will be at 1K soon enough. Yeah, sorry that we're like bouncing back and forth really fast to try to get this live stream to continue. I can see myself up here on the Google, so we're just got to figure out how we're gonna add people as they join. I just posted a new link, so hopefully they'll see that. I sent a private message to Zach on Discord. Major Zero can see this. Hopefully we can get them in here and figure out how we're gonna do this. This is actually something that Major Zero showed me, so I'm excited to see if we can get them in here. If not, it's all right. We're just trying to figure out this. There we go. I got one trying to come back in. Here we go. Admit. There we go. Camera just came back up. Audio's on. Can we hear you, Zach? Talk for me. Let me know about your Dark Souls 3 games that going well.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we can hear him. Audio quality kind of changed from the Zoom call to here, but we got it back up and running. Just need a second. Okay, perfect. So Adam will be joining back too. We'll have to play with that, but maybe we'll use this one. I mean, we got to try StreamYards too. I know StreamYards is what a lot of the other guys use that we join other live streams on. Kimmy, if you're still in chat, if you would like to join, you're more than welcome to. You do not have to drink while you're on the live stream. I understand if you don't want to, but we'd love to have you.
I don't think Kimmy drinks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think she does either, but she's more than welcome to drink. Oh, I just got the notification to Adam, but I don't see it now. It disappeared. Adam, try. It had the option to admit. Try one more time for me, Adam. I didn't click it fast enough. It pops up down here first, which is the screen that I'm using to preview, but then the screen up here is the one I have to actually click accept on. Try that one more time for me, brother.
I don't know why I was trying to use my microphone.
Am I making people mechanics? I don't know what you mean by making people mechanics, Victor, but I'm excited to hear what you have to say for that one, brother. PBR might not have left. Give me a few. Okay. PBR, I remember drinking those when we go to the college bars and turn up. They were $2 PBR nights. Those were good fun nights. Probably won't go back to PBR, but good cheap beer, and they came in the taller cans than the 12-ounce cans. Mods, yes, we do need to make mods. Mechanics, that's what you meant. Okay, yeah. Add as moderator, manage moderating. We're going to make you manage the moderator, so we need you to actually join my chats when we do these, Victor, where you're not going to be a standard moderator, you're going to be a managing moderator, brother. So now you're the first engineer, you're the first mechanic, you're the wrench boy. So your next chat should be a wrench boy.
I turned on captions just to see if it could do anything. Yeah, it's slightly keeping up.
So now you're the first engineer, you're the first mechanic, you're the wrench boy. So your next chat should. You might have to mute the audio, Adam. I think it's playing your YouTube audio through your.
Yeah,
mic.
sorry.
Yep, no, you're
Sorry
good.
about
I was just making sure. I was like, that's what happens to me every time I join a live chat. I'm like, quick, mute the YouTube audio so I can play the audio from the call. We got Victor as our first moderator in chat, guys. Let's see if we can scroll back up. I don't know if he's still in here or not, but we had Tater Dom. We need to get Tater Dom back in here and make him a moderator as well. Every live stream I've ever been a part of, Tater Dom is a moderator. I've never seen him not be a moderator. So what are you drinking on, Adam? You said you had pizza for dinner, so did you have something to pair that with, or are you just not drinking alcohol tonight?
Oh no, I got my weed dram out tonight. I drank way too much Saturday, and then last night at 11 o'clock, Matt sent me a message. Hey, let's do a live. And I was like, all right. And I got on there and I went till 4:30 in the morning. I was just like, I gotta get up and cut the grass. My wife has plans for me, and him and a guy named Rusty was on there, and a guy from Australia was on there, and I think you're on there for a little bit, right?
Yeah. I try to join as much as I can, but when I'm at work, man, it's difficult.
But yeah, we went till it was 4:30. I told myself I've got to go to bed. I'm gonna have to cut the grass. There's a slide this way. It's centering me up better in the Zoom.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, but I was like, yeah, I was very tired. So, but I'm drinking a little Woodford Reserve. It's a store pick. I'm trying to be honest with you. I'm trying to get through it. It's really good. When I say that, I'm just trying to because the bottle is so awkward and big. It doesn't fit in my glove. We looked at a house yesterday. We've been renting for 3 years because we can't. As soon as we see a house, it goes up to the market. It's so crazy around here.
I ended up paying $330,000 for my house. I know you were talking about how you had houses in your area about that $300,000 mark. That's about what they go for here in this area too. I was able to get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,750 square foot with a garage for that price. A little bit on the high side, but when you start talking about renting, like honestly, like I'm paying $2,000 for the mortgage. I think I would rather own my house for $2,000 a month than be paying a rent, because the rent that I was paying was around $1,300 to $1,400 for an apartment that was a third of the size.
Not tonight, Victor. I have to work in the morning.
He's saying kill that bottle.
But I have now we've been renting for 3 years, but as soon as we see a house, it gets gone. So this house had a shop away from the house, and I told my wife, I said it had shelves, it has electricity, it doesn't have air. I'd have air run through it. It's real well insulated. I said I'd take my globe and I'd cut the top of it off. I'd put it on the wall behind me, and that facility would be my globe bar, and then I could put whatever I wanted in there. She's like, yeah, that's fine. So I was excited, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get it. I think it's gonna be gone before we
can commit. Yeah. It was funny. So the house I'm in right now, I actually offered before I even saw the house. My wife went and she saw the house with her family, the in-laws, and I placed an offer on it. And the next morning was actually the first time of me seeing the house. Well, at the time of seeing the house, they had actually already accepted our offer, and I was like, well, this is our house now, and I'm seeing it for the first time, even though we haven't really gone through all the escrow and paperwork. So it is really cool to have a house. Bourbon School, yeah, Bourbon School's in the house. Thank you, Bourbon School, once again. Our bottle of our rye that we got from you guys. I'm not a rye guy, but that was really, really good. It's called the 1 Foot Cock. It's an Empire Rye whiskey from Buffalo Distilling in New York. Without you guys, I've never seen anything from their distillery down here in Texas. I mean, New York, Texas, it's a pretty far trip, but being able to have that bottle and do a review on that was really cool. I said it had some interesting profiles when I did my review, but it wasn't meant to be negative. Like, I thought it was a fantastic drinker. I loved it.
Well, since Bourbon School's on here, I wish Troy and Laura were on here for Baker Drinks, but they shot videos all day. I think they're probably 3 sheets to the wind. I think
they're pushing 1,000 subscribers as well for Baker Drinks.
Oh yeah, they're close. They'll be there in a week or so, I think. But,
yeah.
We have enough regions here with Bourbon School being up in the New York area, and I'm in Memphis, and you're in
Texas. I got the Still Austin and the Balcones. If you guys need that, Garrison Brothers too, we got that.
Well, I was gonna say, and they're up there in Washington. We should try to do like a blind, or have everybody do a blind and see who you pick your best whiskey of your area. Obviously you can't pick Kentucky, but like I could do Jack Daniels, I guess. But just try and maybe do something. I think we should all get together and try to do some sort of blind or contest, because we're pretty much coast to coast with Bourbon School to Matt and Sean are down in Georgia and kind of cut across. We just got to find somebody out there in Colorado and Arizona or something, or Las Vegas.
I was about to say, I got a buddy in Florida, and then I can reach out. I have another friend that his family does have a lot of people that live in California, so maybe we could push that California. They got some interesting stuff out there, especially because of Redwood Empire. Love this Still Austin Cask Strength. Best Texas whiskey I've had. Bourbon School. I don't know if you saw my review on that and you're posting that because you're trying to be funny, but I think that is the worst bottle I've ever had. Texas whiskey. When I say Texas whiskey, that's what I think of, and I think that it is awful. Mine was also a store pick from Total Wine. I paid $75 before taxes for that bottle, and I would never recommend it to anybody. I brought it over to some other friends and let them try it, and they absolutely hated it.
The Willet pot still is the worst thing ever made. If you've not had it, you need to get them. You need to get a mini. There's no.
I haven't had it.
It tastes like a Band-Aid smell.
I haven't had it. I'll have to get one.
It is the worst.
How is that such a vivid description?
I'm telling you, like I was like, oh my god, it was so bad. You know, because I was gonna get the big bottle.
They have the big ones at our Total Wine for $100, but you're telling me if it's that bad, I don't want to pay $100 to pour it out just to keep the bottle.
We'll get the mini. You got the mini.
Yeah.
They have the mini there. Get that. But like I said, I was gonna get it and then use it as an infinity bottle. I was wondering a little. I was like, this is a perfect infinity bottle, right?
Well, that's the big one. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I was just like, no, thank you. They said they've changed the formula, but it's garbage. I mean, there's nothing more. Like you can't say you drink that. That'll be the worst thing you've ever had.
Bourbon School, what is the tasting note that you get off of that Still Austin cask strength that you love? Because if you're telling me that you love it and it's not a joke and you're actually meaning that, I want to know what flavor do you get off that you like? Because every time I drink that thing, it tastes like leather, like an old leather boot, and pine. And I don't like either one of those flavors in my whiskey.
Well, I think 21090. They have like 6,000 subscribers. I think they did a barrel pick not a barrel pick. They have bottles that they're selling from them. They bought a barrel and they're distributing it, selling it, stuff like that. So you may not want to crap all over Still Austin. They may see you in that hat, your shirt off, and want you to be representing them. Maybe you pick a bottle.
Well, hopefully they'll give me something other than their cask strength, and I could find something I actually like. Because I did not enjoy it. Kimmy says that her earbuds don't sound great, so she doesn't want to mess up the stream. She's here in spirit. She doesn't drink liquor at the moment. That's fine. That's fine. She said she was seeing if she had a PBR, one of those beers in her fridge to drink for if she was going to join. But that's okay. I still love the support. Thank you for coming out. Oh man. This will be fun though to try to do live streams. The problem with doing the live streams though is like we gotta pick a time. Like if I'm gonna do live streams, it's gonna have to be like on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and a lot of people aren't gonna be drinking on the weekdays. But those are my weekends right now. My weekends will probably change, but we want to have those off times because Thursdays some people stream, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, those are really the stream days, and I'm not trying to step on anyone else's stream. In fact, I would love to join and be a part of their stream before I stepped on it. So if we can make sure our scheduled time is off from everyone else's, so it'd be nice to have some people pop in. It might not be as popular, but it'd be cool to have some people join.
I think if you did a Monday stream, I think Bruzel does one on Monday too. But I think if you did it early, like not like starting at 9 or 10, kind of do it maybe 8 Central, I think or even 7, you might catch enough people from around the general area to get it Monday or Tuesday. So
yeah,
if I'm not at some football game, I'll be there.
Yeah, so Monday night could be a thing. We can do Monday night bourbon, but it's just trying to think of it as a scheduled time because I see some of these guys where it's like I'll be watching a stream and another one will be going on the exact same time, or maybe an hour difference, and some of these live streams go for like 4 hours, 5 hours long, and it's like, man, I don't mind drinking, but when you're drinking for 4 to 5 hours for a live stream and you're on camera, like, man, there's some struggles behind that, especially if there's other channels that are trying to broadcast, and I would rather be able to support everybody than take away from someone. I would ditch Bruzel for you, RJ, on Monday. Can't do Tuesdays. Okay, Victor. If you're gonna ditch Bruzel for me, brother, like I'll stream Mondays. That means a lot. Bruzel is, I would say, he's probably one of the top dogs, one of the A dogs of the bourbon community, especially as a YouTuber. The man's got the clickbait titles, he's got the thumbnails, he's got the viewers, he's got the subscribers, Patreons, he's got the money. He has this 4 Roses barrel pick video he just posted where he's spending bank to buy a barrel. If I can compete with that guy, that'd be pretty cool. Bruzel and the average drinker does Monday around 7 or 8. Well, I'm off on Mondays, so maybe we run 5 or 6. Like that might be a little too early, but we could do like a little pregame before you guys tune off of me to go to Bruzel and the average drinker. And just maybe run an hour or two live stream where we try some new things, get some flavor profiles. I don't know if I want to necessarily edit anything from the live stream and pull it for a video. The live stream is more for you guys. I want to just support like anyone who wants to watch me. Like, hey, open mic, come on out. We'll start open mic. If we want to do like a specialty where I have a certain person that comes out, we can do that. Or we'll start with them, kind of like Whiskey Wisdom does, where we have a schedule, or Baker Drinks does, where we have a schedule where like, hey, this person's our special guest, and then immediately after the special guest, we can go into it. But I don't want to steal too many ideas from them. If you guys want to come out and drink with me all day, every day, I'm open. You guys can email me. I think my email is set in the YouTube link. So if you guys want to reach out to me through email, you can. If you have me on Discord, feel free to reach out to me that way. We can kind of plan something. If Tuesday or Wednesday works better for you, that'll work as well. My schedule will be changing in about a month and a half, 2 months. We'll have to talk about maybe when I do videos from then on. But the goal is on my days off, we're recording. I had to take a 2-hour nap today because I did 6 videos today. I've already edited them. They're all on YouTube and they're scheduled to be uploaded. We're trying to space them out. That way we have one a day. I don't think I can maintain a video a day. That's a lot of work, and I don't want to do too much.
Shorts are easy though. You can do a short. A short takes 15 seconds.
So shorts I do plan on uploading. So my first day I'm going to do my big recordings and my big uploads, unless I have to do a hunt video. Hunt video will be that second day, but that second and third day we're going to try to get some shorts out, because shorts get views, they get subscribers, they get you guys interested. And some of our shorts might be talking about our main videos. I mean, people don't necessarily watch a main video all the way through, but if we can do a short that kind of gives you an expression on like what we're going to be doing throughout the week, like, hey, later this week, keep an eye out. We're going to do a video on a blind flight. I'm going to pour 5 or 6 pours of something. I don't have all those Glencairns to do that with, but I have these little 2-ounce stainless steel shot glasses. And maybe we do some blinds and find out what we like as our best. I'll label the bottom with a Sharpie, and I'll have my wife pour them, so I have no idea what... I thought about, okay, so because I'm in Texas and we talk about revolvers and cylinders and the spinning mechanics, one of those little turntables, I thought about putting little 2-ounce shot glasses with them. They'll be labeled A, B, C, D on the bottom, but I won't look at the bottom. I'll pour from all the bottles so we can have everything labeled. I'll have everything on a spreadsheet right beside me, and then we just spin that turntable. I'm not going to know where it stops, so I'm not going to know what A, B, C, D is, and we don't have to have them in order. I can mix up the order on my spreadsheet, and then try the blinds and see what we can test and what wins, what I think is the best, and we can rank them and talk about them as we go. Yeah, it can make for a good video, but even better for live streams, because you guys can pick the bottles that you're drinking for the night, and I can use the bottles you're drinking from the night. If I have it, I can pour it, or we'll substitute it.
Could also do, while you're doing the blinds, could also try and guess what it is.
Yeah, definitely guessing what it is. We talked about that with Adam. A lot of people lie and they cheat on that because they already know what they have on their table, so they know their guess. I have no problem and no shame of being completely blind to it and guessing and be 100% wrong. Like, I'm not trying to guess and be right on the mark.
I love when they go, I'm getting 103 the proof, and I'm like,
yeah, it's like there's no way you got that off the smell.
You've been drinking all night. You're a whiskey sommelier. You're like,
Chris Jenkins said, "I'm here whenever you're on." Thank you, brother. Chris Jenkins, like that support. Like, if I can get a few people to support me like that, like, man, we'll definitely grow this channel. And I do plan on being very interactive with my chat. So if you post something, I do want to get to it. I don't want to skip over your comments. Victor said he's all about the smaller channels too, and he's glad to support over a huge channel. That's huge channels are successful, and I noticed that most of the comments that get talked about are super chats, but I've seen them even skip over super chats that were $20 and $30 donations. And I mean, I feel like even if you're willing to donate $1 to me, like that's even $1 is support. I don't care if it's $100 or $1. Like, that's support. You should mention it, especially if people are giving you money. And Bruzel tries, but he has such a big channel that it's hard for him to interact with the people who aren't giving him money. But it's not about the money for me. This is to have fun. We have 4 likes. No, we have 5 likes. The 5 likes is myself liking the video. I probably had showed for you guys. We only got 5 watching right now, so it's probably Adam, Kemi, Victor, Chris, and myself as the 5 viewers. But hey, this is the first live stream. We're just testing it out. We didn't announce this. No one knows that we were going live right now. Glad to see that Zoom has capped us, so we're going to try this Google Meet thing. Hopefully you guys have no problem joining Google Meets if you have a Gmail account. Otherwise, make a throwaway account. We can do that.
I think it lasts for an hour, I think, as well. I think you get an hour of it. I'm not sure if you got a counter going down. Maybe not.
I don't see a counter going down yet, but it might have to be closer to that hour mark before it gives me a countdown. Realistically, I would like to use Discord and do video chats through that and just stream that. The problem with Discord is we'll have to be more strict on the moderation and have to have a private channel because almost anyone and everyone can get invited and join and troll, and I'm not trying to get banned before I even get started because someone wants to show something crazy or say something crazy. I am wearing a shirt tonight. I normally don't wear a shirt, but in order to have the parrot, we got to have the shirt.
First thing my wife said, "Is that the naked guy?" I go, "Yeah, he's got." She goes, "Why does he have a shirt on?" I go,
It's the parrot. It's the parrot. So the parrot has a magnet underneath it. So he has a magnet here, and I have a magnet in my shirt to where he sticks on it. I thought it'd be funny for the live stream to have a parrot. You try StreamYard. Whiskey Wars, welcome to the chat, brother. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, cheers, Whiskey Wars. I haven't tried StreamYard. That'll be the next one. So if we get booted from Google, I'll definitely try to StreamYard and see where we're at there. Yeah, let me definitely do a Whiskey Wars in chat. Cheers, brother. Whiskey Wars, what are you drinking on, brother? I've seen you in a few of the live streams I've been a part of, so I'm glad to see you found my channel. We currently have a pour of our stag right now. This is the 22A. Matt has the 22A as well from Whiskey Wisdom. I know Adam, he has the 23A. So.
I have the 23B.
23B, I'm sorry.
I had the 23A in my hand. It's funny. I was drinking it and talking about it, and you said something on there, and I told her, I said, the next time I have it, I want to get the 22A. I said, if I get that 22A in my hand, it's $100 or $150. We're just going to fight about it.
So the 22A is phenomenal.
Yeah, the 23B is the best I've ever had. So
Victor wants to know how your game's going, Zach. I saw when we were trying to switch over. He's on Discord. It tells me what game he's playing. He is playing what was it, Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
So Victor wants to know how your game's going. StreamYard, easy and free. So I'm excited to see easy and free because if Google's going to limit my video time and if our Zoom meeting's going to limit it, StreamYard might be my new best friend.
Honestly, I started this game last week sometime when I wasn't working, and I've gotten to maybe the second area, so I haven't done much.
Okay. Kimmy said how I thought about spooky attire for Halloween. You know what? I do have something. I don't know if I'll have to talk to my wife about it because she'll probably want to put it outside, but we actually have some Halloween decorations. One of our favorite ones, it's a skeletonized cat. Maybe I'll put that up on a shelf behind me and have a skeletonized cat that I can pretend that I'm the guy from Austin Powers, and I can be petting my skeletonized cat for the video or something like that. And Dr. Evil, yeah. That'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it? Under Up Dog says, cheers, people. Kim says, for videos and shorts and lives. Yeah, for shorts and lives, yeah. I could have a little cat. I could be petting it. It would be a little skeletonized cat for Halloween. Whiskey Wars, nothing at this point in the night. Winding down. Was drinking some American single malts, though. I'm assuming you got some work to go to tomorrow. Kimberly's got the little emoji for the cheers, so cheers. StreamYard is what most of us use. Yeah. I'm gonna have to try it out. I was trying to see if we can find something else a little bit different. I don't want to be like everybody else, but if StreamYard's where it's at, then that's where it's at.
No.
Major Zero says that Whiskey Wars, what American single malt do you recommend? Yes, please, because American single malts I am not familiar with. I have been told, and it's not necessarily American. I don't necessarily know if that's the statement on it, but the single malt that I'm looking for is actually there's a New Riff 6-year single malt. It's a red label. I was told that that's the bottle to get for my next single malt.
All my single malts are Scottish.
Yeah. Yeah, Lagavulin.
And Macallan. Those are my single malts. So.
Whiskey Wars, I just checked out your channel, and your top video has me rolling because RJ has a strong dislike for that bottle. Yeah, there's definitely some bottles out there that I don't necessarily agree. So, speaking of that, I have a video idea that I haven't remembered until just now. I'm glad you said that in chat, Victor. Some of us are doing a challenge where they want to know like the unpopular opinion, like what do you like versus what you dislike, and maybe my unpopular opinion will be the hate toward Whiskey Wars, one of his favorite bottles, because I thought it tasted awful.
Well, I think that and the Still Austin, like there is no good saying there's no good
Texas whiskey,
no good Texas whiskey, so.
What E.H. Taylor do you have from Chris Jenkins? He's asking you, Adam. You got the small batch, correct?
Yeah, I've got the small batch. I actually have 2.
Oh, you have 2 small batch. Perfect. So you have time to bust one open. You'll have to do that for a video sometime soon, and then join a live stream with it.
I've been waiting. I've been trying to decide. I got a whole bunch of stuff at one time, and I'm trying to spread it out.
Yeah. You got to spread it out so you can enjoy it too, not just for the content, but also enjoying it, because your taste buds. I mean, you can't sit there and taste 5 or 6 different high-end bottles all at once and pretend you enjoy all of them.
Not with that attitude, you can't. I'm just kidding.
Whiskey Wars. Current favorites are Balcones, single malt, cast strength picks. Only buy the picks. Also, Stranahan's cast strength picks are killer. I've never heard of that brand, so I'll have to see if I can find some of that.
Look at those Whiskey Wars. I don't see a lot of those.
I've seen Balcones because Balcones, their distillery is actually one of the closest distilleries that's outside of my DFW Metroplex area. It's about an hour, 25-minute drive. I think that'll be one of my first distilleries that I ever go to. I've never been to a distillery, only into a brewery, so Balcones might be the first stop. I can name 2 amazing Texas whiskey. Go ahead, Victor, as long as you don't say Still Austin, brother. If you say Garrison Brothers, I did a review the other day on the Garrison Brothers, and I actually enjoyed it. Milliam and Green single barrel. Yes, okay, so I have heard positive things about that. It's a white label bottle for the single barrel. I haven't seen it in the store, but when I do, I was told, that's the one to get if you're going to get the Milliam and Green.
I was going to say, I think Victor sent Sean one, and Sean really liked it. I think it's run by 2 ladies, I think, is kind of their stick.
Whiskey Wars wants to know if we're anti-Texas whiskey. Brother, I'm from Texas, and I promise you, if it comes from Texas, you probably don't want it. Only because our summers are 109 degrees, and you can't really age a whiskey past 3 to 4 years without having the taste go to shit. I have to bash on Texas for the whiskey because the heat is so brutal. You can't age a whiskey and pretend the flavor is going to be good when it goes through 3 to 4 of our summers and 2 to 3 of our winters, because it's almost every other winter we have that frozen black ice all over the roads. And on the summers, it's so hot, nobody can even, want to get out. The air quality is, red quality. It says, don't go out unless you absolutely have to because it's detrimental to your health. Take off your hat, son. Okay, Whiskey Wars. I'll take off my hat for you, brother. I'll leave it off, too. I don't mind. I'm assuming you're talking to me as son, because if you're talking to Adam as son, you must be an old fart. And if you're joining my chat, I'm glad to have you. My hair's all jacked up. I had to take a 2.5-hour nap today because we did a bottle review of 5 different bourbons, and we made a mixed cocktail. And having 6 drinks before 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we needed a nap. I own tons of Texas stuff that I really love. He wanted me to take my hat off because he's bashing me because I said I didn't like the Texas stuff. Now it clicks. He doesn't want me wearing the hat because he's like, you're not a true Texan. Well, maybe I'm not, but Balcones I haven't had, so I can't speak on that. Milliam and Green I haven't had, but the Still Austin was awful. Garrison Brothers I'm 50-50 for. I've had their small batch. I didn't like it, but their single barrel was fantastic.
Well, it seems like you have some content you need to go find out. You need to go and
Yeah, I got more bottles to spend money on, and then I can make content on said bottles. Rebecca Creek is in Spanish Oak, yeah. So Rebecca Creek I do see on the shelves on a regular. There's like 2 or 3 different ones, so I'll have to be careful on which one I get and see if I can find the right one that you're referring to, Victor. If you don't mind sending me a picture or a screenshot of the bottle you're referring to in Discord. I know you have my Discord. I'll make sure I try to buy that one as my first bottle of Rebecca Creek to review. I've never had any Rebecca Creek before. No, just giving you a hard time for hating on Texas whiskey from Whiskey Wars. Yeah, so Texas whiskey, I mean, I think it's literally just the summer. It's like, that's just a long time to be sitting in a rick house at that heat. Because if it's 109 degrees outside, I can only imagine the rick house probably gets to exceed temperatures of 130. And I don't feel like that's good for any alcohol to be trying to age in 130 degree weather.
that's why Scotch is superior. You know, they have the rainy, they have just enough of the you know, it takes time for the distillate to get in there and age. So.
Well, I'm not trying to drink all my stag, so I'll set that to the side. And since you mentioned Scotch, you know, we have one sitting right here by chance, actually. This is
18.
one of our...
I was going to say, you always whip out the 18.
Yep. I mean, we got it for free. It tastes fantastic. We can't not flex on this because this is like $125 at Total Wine. The store that I got it from, they sell it for $188. Glenmorangie 18, like if you haven't had Scotch and you want something that's fruity and not peat at all, no smoke, like this is the bottle to get. Like this thing tastes so fruity. If you haven't seen my review on this, please check it out. Oranges and bananas, like the fruit flavors on this, that's so amazing. Like, and then you can bash me all you want, Adam, but I actually enjoy this bottle over ice. If you pour this over ice, the colder temperature on it takes away the little bit of burn, and I say a little bit of burn. It's very, very mild for the burn on the back end. It's like you drink it, you smell it, nothing. On the back end, there's a little bit of a bite, like an ethanol alcohol burn. Ice dilutes it just enough. There's no burn.
The burn is what makes it good.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Well, and my only problem with Scotch River is that there are some that are higher proof, but there's not a lot that are super proof. So most of them are going to be in the lower proof. It's just because more the reverse of what Texas is. There's not as much angel share.
Yeah,
coming out of it.
Victor said he's off to bed. Take care, y'all. Glad to see you roll on YouTube Live. Yeah, thank you, Victor. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting, brother. Appreciate the tuning in. I don't expect a whole lot of views for this first one, but we'll figure out a schedule. We'll try to make this like a weekly thing, or maybe at least a monthly thing, or a bi-weekly thing where we can have some live streams where we can hang out and just drink some stuff that we haven't had before, talk about some stuff. So that'll be fun.
Discord.
Oh, Riley Tesla, why haven't you been in the Discord lately, RJ? Riley's probably just sent me a private message on Discord. We'll pop this up real quick. Let's see. No, it's Panda. So we'll look at Victor's message later. He sent me a picture of that bottle. So I have been on Discord, Riley. I have, but I've been working. I got back to work. So I work 4 10-hour days. I don't have the same amount of freedom anymore. You're more than welcome to always private message me, Riley. I'm glad to see you tuning in, brother. That's still Austin Cash Strength. I don't know if you saw, I started a YouTube channel. I did a review on it. I think it is the worst bottle ever. I hope you liked yours. I know you paid a little bit more than I did because you had it delivered to me, and then I had to send out some essential oils to you. But other than sending out those essential oils to you, not a big fan. So I can't speak on that. Riley, thanks for tuning in also. Is there anything you're drinking on right now? People in the chat, we're going to try to discuss what we're drinking on. If you want to join the video call too, by all means, you're more than welcome to join the video call. The link to the Google Meets, we're trying Google Meets out now. We were doing Zoom, so we're going to Google Meets. You can click on that and you can join. gladly subscribe. I had a buddy send me a sample of this because I hated the bottle we had so much. The other ones are good. So so still Austin. I hear good things about them, but the one that we had, man, like we talked about it. So if you didn't know, Adam, Riley, he's a Marine. We wanted to have this still Austin cast strength. He didn't have it available in his area, so we made sure he got a hand delivery from RJ. So I delivered it to him. And then we waited for a live stream on I say live stream, it's more of a group meet hangout on Discord. We both popped our bottles open at the same time. We tried it, and we both did not like it. Like, it was not good. So it was really sad to hear. It just it's a boiled pine cone water. So yeah, we were bashing it because we're like, man, this tastes like straight up pine, and then the flavor I got was leather. So like an old leather boot. So when we drank that, we're like, man, this is awful. So I'm hoping that the next Still Austin, I hope they don't hate me and they don't want to do any kind of stuff in the future with me. But Still Austin, the cast strength that we got from Total Wine was awful. So hopefully he had a better experience with one of these other bottles, and I could try one too and see if we like it. I hear a lot of red corn notes on some of them, but this one was just leather and pine.
So Whiskey Wars, where are you? Are you what state are you in, or close city by, if you don't mind me asking? I've seen you wearing the hat, so I assumed you were a either Texas or Oklahoma person. So
I just love his response in chat too. He said, "In my opinion, whiskey is supposed to kick your ass." Just my 2 cents. So we do like the higher proofers, is what I assume. Hopefully, Whiskey Wars is close by too, because I'd love to do these live streams where I have actual meetups. I do have a recliner in the background, so we can move the recliner over. We can have 2 people in frame on my one camera. I would love to have actual guests that are live, not just in the video chat.
I'd like to sit in that chair and you just hand me drinks all night. That'd be pretty good. And then wake up in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, I have an air mattress too. It's a queen size one. It fits in this room just over here too. So you start out in the recliner until you get drunk off your ass, and then we just roll you out of the chair and push you into the queen size mattress.
Yeah, I can see how that conversation goes. I say, all right, yeah, I'm gonna fly to Texas and hang out with this guy and do live chats all night. My wife will be on the chat from my computer going, I don't approve.
Especially because my shirt will probably be off.
The last thing I want is my shirt off, and then it's gonna really get weird. So, what's funny, Whiskey Wars. I was looking at their channel. I've already subscribed, and if you've not subscribed, you need to his channel. He has more subscribers than Still Austin. So I think they don't have as many YouTube subscribers. So it's pretty funny to me that the people who have more subscribers than a distillery does, especially as popular as YouTube is right now.
That is crazy too, because like YouTube, like it's not new by any means, but like it doesn't matter what year it is. Like if you join right now today, like you can build a channel and have some subscribers join. And you see some of these major like channels or distilleries, like they don't even have the view count or the subscriber count that you would say, like, yeah, it's Old Forester, or yeah, it's Four Roses, but they don't have the subscriber base, which I just think is crazy, because it's like, I feel like that's a flop on the marketing, because they have the resources, the money to like pay people to help do the production value and have the editing.
They could walk to the in-house bar at the gift shop and walk around and do a live and get 10,000 views every time they do it, or
Oh yeah, because they could show the new drops that they have. They could be like, hey, today we're dropping this limited edition bourbon or whiskey, and then they could be like, hey, here's 5 or 6 people that are sitting down at a table, they're tasting, and they're talking about what they smell, what they taste, and the finish, and that could just go viral right there, and they just don't.
Well, I'm gonna have to go to bed because I was up all night and I gotta be at work in the morning. I get up at 4 whether I want to or not. So 4 is coming. So
I gotta wake up tomorrow morning too. I'm gonna be not waking up that early, thank God, but I'll be waking up early because I'm gonna be taking the boy out. I got my young one. I'm gonna have to take him so I can make sure we get your package out in the mail. And then Total Wine, it is Tuesday, so they typically do their allocated drops. So I plan on being at the package store to send out your package immediately, And then from there, we're going to go try to wait. Hopefully my son will be tolerant enough to where we can hang out for about an hour and 15 minutes to talk and hang out with the guys that we want to wait with. I'm hoping tomorrow for our allocated drop that we can get that seller aged maker's mark, 11 to 12 years. I don't know if it's made it to our state just yet, but it's a crapshoot. One day they might have something, the other day they might have nothing. So hopefully we can find something tomorrow. If we don't, it's fine. We'll shoot some footage. If we don't get anything too crazy, maybe we'll go to another store or two. My wife's gonna have to go to the dentist, so she'll be on her own. I'll have the little boy with me.
Pick up one of these tomorrow, and that way you can know what really terrible whiskey tastes like. That way you have a good benchmark of what.
I'll double check to see if they have the little miniature willow pot stills. I mean, you saw some of the variety I had in my store. They should have it.
And congratulations on your first live. You got 6 people. I don't think I would have had 6 people. I almost want to go live to see how many people I get, but I don't think it's going to be 6.
This wasn't even for the view count. This was more so just to see, hey, what's going to work? Are we going to use Google Meets? Or are we going to use Zoom? Or are we going to use what are we going to use? Streamlabs, whatever.
All right, man. Well, good luck and Shalom Shabbat. Peace out.
Thanks, Adam, for joining. Bye. Chris Jenkins, I'm going to try to follow you on Discord after this. Okay, yeah, let me just go ahead and pull up my Discord. Let me pull this off because I know I'm broadcasting everything up top, and we're not trying to share everything right now. And I'll share my information with you so you can get that. Let's see. Copied. All right, my username's copied, so I'm just gonna paste it in chat. Chris Jenkins. It's literally just RJ the Fed, just like that. It's all lowercase. I think they removed the numbers recently to where you don't have to have the hashtag numbers as far as trying to add me. See if you can add me on Discord, and I should get a notification in the next couple seconds, and then I can accept you. I have a couple Discords that I'm in. I'm in Bourbon Hunters, I'm in Bruisels, but then I have like a private channel that I'm in that we do games in, and then I have some friends that I do like work stuff in. I don't have a Discord set up on my own yet. Maybe we'll make our own Discord and we'll do something like that. I'm not too set on Patreon. Maybe we'll do Patreon. I don't want to limit my Patreon to make it a subscriber only to join my Discord. I want my Discord to be open. I want everybody to be able to join and communicate with me if they want. I'll respond to as many people as possible as quickly as I can. Eventually I'll have admins that I'll make, and then the admins can respond to people as well. I don't want you to feel like nothing's personalized. I want everything to be personalized. Like if you want to talk to me, it's an open door. I want you guys to be able to come over and be like, hey, what do you think about this? What about the price on this? Like, what do you guys think? And I want to be able to answer that. Adam's already gone. We're over here drinking scotch now with Adam. But Glenmorangie 18, if you haven't had scotch before, I don't recommend necessarily going out and buying that $200, $300 bottle that you see at the store. But if you can find someone that has some scotch that they're willing to give you a pour of, give it a try, man. Like, it's still a whiskey. I know they don't use the E. They misspell it. You can laugh at me for saying they misspell it. I understand that it's a different pronunciation, different pronounce. They don't use the EY. They use just a Y. But scotch is pretty good. I didn't think I would like it. I did an allocation day, so I'll tell you the background story. So here's what happened. I won a bottle in a raffle to purchase at MSRP, and all I won was just your normal Buffalo Trace. I got your friend request, Chris. I'm gonna accept it right now. That Buffalo Trace bottle that I won to buy at MSRP was a 1.75 liter bottle. I didn't have one of those, so I really wanted one, and I was like, this would be cool to put on the shelf. So everyone finished us up on the raffle. There wasn't very many bottles left. There was like a couple 750 milliliter Buffalo Trace and a Weller Special Reserve. I get up to the register and I was like, hey, my wife won. I didn't win, and the bottle that she got was the 1.75 liter Buffalo Trace. And they're all looking around and they're like, there's no 1.75 liter Buffalo Trace here. We've already sold it or something happened. We gave it away already. And I was like, well, I hope you guys got money for it because we're the ones who won it. And we haven't paid for it yet. And the manager was there and the owner was there, and the owner was like, man, that's crazy. We don't know where this bottle went. We don't know what happened to it. I feel so bad. Like, you guys got your name called and you don't have a bottle. And he's like looking around the store frantically, and then all of a sudden he holds up this bottle and hold the box one more time. He holds up this. He's like, I got this Glenmorangie 18, and do you like Scotch? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I haven't really tried Scotch. I don't know if I like it or not, but I'm willing to try anything. So he's like, you can have this for free. And I said, no, really. How much do I owe you? Oh, no, it's free. He's like, for whatever reason, we made a mistake on our part. This bottle's yours. Take it. I was like, okay. So I took the bottle and I started doing research on it. He sells it in a store for $188, which is on the higher side. But the cheapest I can find in my area is $125 at Total Wine. And if he's selling it for $188, like, that's not terrible, because he's a very small store. Total Wine, they're huge. They can get big cost bottles for way cheaper because they can buy in bulk. And I was like, whew, man, this store told me about why you even had this bottle in the first place. Like, a guy really wanted this bottle. He ordered a whole case of it, and no one was drinking this. No one was drinking this Glenmorangie 18. No one was buying it, so I had to go in and pick it up. So Glenmorangie 18, pretty good, fruity. Bananas, oranges, great flavor. I like it. If you haven't tried Scotch, definitely worth looking into. I think we're going to call a live stream here for the night. I'm glad you guys were able to tune in. If you guys have any questions for me, please reach out to me if you have my Discord, or you can send me an email. I'm willing to look at what we're going to do for an extra video. Man, just thanks for tuning in on the live stream. We got to test the water, see how it works. Everything's working well. Audio's working. We'll have to see what we use for our video, but we're going to use Google Meets, I think, for our first one. And maybe we end up using StreamYards or Discord, but we'll see what works out. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good night, and I will see you guys next time.